Hey, it's me, AP, the king of the webisodes. The new Han Solo movie trailer has just dropped, and I want to give my verdict on this trailer. This movie that is coming out in May. I think it's May 24th. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I put it out on other videos that I am a huge Star Wars fan. This trailer has got me a bit more interested in this movie than the previous ones. I thought the other ones are just lacking a little something. I really dig the really like dark, gritty vibes are going for this film. It just looks like was aesthetically quite gritty and stuff, and I think they went for that because they didn't want to. The sort of they're trying to phase totally away from the prequel Star Wars films. That image of that sort of like kid friendly, sort of like really happy go lucky Star Wars CGI, really crap CGI movies. So they are going for more of a gritty edge because I suppose the gritty edge is more from Empire Strikes Back. That's where the gritty edge of Star Wars comes from. Because New Hope wasn't that gritty, really, was it? And I suppose Return of the Jedi, that was at Ewoks, that wasn't really that gritty as well. So it's obviously going for a dark, gritty edge. Look, here's my beef with this movie. I think this movie's going to be a good movie, but I don't think it's going to be a great movie. I might be proven wrong, probably will, but I just feel like certain Star Wars characters don't need any more of a backstory. Right, Yoda. It's nice just to have, like, we got Yoda as it is now. I don't mind them doing the odd cameo in like they did with the what's it called, The Last Jedi, a little quick cameo. But I don't want to know how his beginnings were. I'd rather, to me, it's more exciting to have it as a mystery. Because, right, look, the prequels, in my opinion, weren't that great, and I think that's the general consensus. They weren't awful, but they weren't massively great. And I thought, if we had Darth Vader's backstory just somewhat unknown, a bit more mysterious, leave it there. It's always best sometimes with just leaving certain stories to be, because sometimes you can really ruin that character. And I think the same could be said for Han Solo. I think he's such a complete character. If you watch, you watch those films, through them films, the character's whole. You've got that the story. You don't need to know what was before A New Hope. You don't need to know what his backstory is, because you sort of you know of it, and we don't need to have more and more details. I think they could potentially spoil it, but you know what? Maybe they might grow more in it, tell more tales with the character to prove me wrong. My personal opinion is, though, they should have left this character as it is and just not do any sort of spin-offs with Han Solo. I think if anything, it should be like Boba Fett. That would be a great one. Everyone said that would be great. And just new characters as well. It would be great to see new characters. But you know what? The trailer's looking great. I like this. It's I'm a flight guy. What does he say? I'm a driver. And then Woody Harrelson. I think he's going to be a show stealer in this. Like in most movies, Woody Harrelson is a show stealer. I do think he is going to be the true villain of this piece. I think he's going to sort of start off as a mentor, and then Han decides that there's some moral decisions to be going on with this heist, because it's like a heist movie by the looks of it. It's some sort of robbery. So I do think there's going to be some sort of moral choice where Woody Harrelson's character Beckett puts Han in an awkward scenario, and then he turns into the big evil of the film. So that'll be good, because he does play a pretty good villain. I like him as a villain. I thought he was really good in the last Planet of the Apes movie. He's really like a really gritty, hardcore villain. So in that respect, they've got some great characters in there. Donald Glover playing Lando. I think he'll be superb. I'm not fussed on that droid though. He's got the female droid, because it just sounds exactly like a human. It doesn't sound. I know that's what droids are. They're like meant to be. Obviously, the droids meant to like C-3PO is a bit more human than R2-D2 is just a walking bucket. Or like, well, he doesn't even walk; he just goes. But I'm not fussed on that robot, that droid as of yet. So maybe because I thought, was it K2SO out of Rogue One? I like that one with Alan Tudyk. That was I like that droid. That was a really fun character, and it was a lovable character, and you really felt really good in the end. If you've not seen that film, but when that character ending meets its finale, you know, it's quite emotional. I didn't cry, but it was emotional. But yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with this movie. I know John Williams is doing Han Solo's score for it, so they're definitely trying to tie it in with that feel of the older films again. They're going for that gritty edge, like I said. It'll be intriguing to see what they do with it. I hope they really do pull out the hat. And another thing with the Star Wars films now, especially with the Han Solo, the whole palaver with the directors puts me off a bit. It puts me off going to see it in the cinema because I think maybe I'm going to get there and I'm going to be really disappointed because there's a tonal mismatch in the just two different ideas, too many ideas. Same with like the likes of the Justice League movie where there was just a total tonal clash in there due to the change of directors. But you know, Ron Howard's a good director, so hopefully he has turned it around. Apparently he reshot pretty much like all that movie again, so it should be intriguing to watch. And I don't, as well, it's like, what are they gonna do it as, if this goes well, are they gonna then do a trilogy of Han Solo films? That would be quite unusual, because it's all sort of like the big thing with Han Solo is like it's like the Kessel Run, and that's like the smuggler story. It's all about that sort of like that story, and I imagine it's gonna be, this film's gonna be that. So I think maybe sequels would be better because it would tell different stories that you've not heard within the Star Wars universe so far. And, you know, you got a bit more of a free-for-all with the character then going into A New Hope. But, or are they just going to literally, this Han Solo movie is just going to be his story right before A New Hope, and then it's going to be bang on straight into A New Hope with that character. It's that's gonna be intriguing to see. That little things like that will intrigue me. So, you know what? The trailer, for what it's worth, it looks a really cool trailer. If you've not watched it, go and check it out. This new trailer. Chewie's amazing in it. You know, the guy who plays Han Solo, Aiden, Eldon Rich, he looks pretty cool. He's a good actor. So check it out and let me know your thoughts. And let me know your thoughts on this video as well. If you enjoyed this video today, please do give it a like and subscribe to my channel and my content for more videos like this. My name is AP Stevens. Have a great day.